you doing? It's strawberry season, so I went out to one of the local um, markets. It's like a garden market, and grabbed a lot of strawberries because I want to make some jam. Didn't get any done last year, so this year I'm going to get it done. But I didn't feel like standing here by myself, so I thought, if you guys want to come in and chat, my hands are wet, so I won't be able to highlight the chats, but I can read along. Hello, Amy. Hello, Sharon. I see Amy did something today, but she'll have to share that on her own. So I've cleaned one quart already. I'm working on the second quart. I do freezer jam because it's a lot easier than doing all that cooking and sterilizing and all that. My freezer jam jars are already clean. I just have to mix the stuff up and put it in the jars and then freeze it. And hopefully I can get some more strawberries next week. I don't know, make some more strawberry freezer jam, or I will make, I might just freeze them on a cookie sheet and then have whole berries for smoothies or whatever. And whoever is messaging in the messenger group, sorry guys, I can't. I got wet hands. I usually have a little tool. It looks like a tiny little spoon but the bowl of it has like serrated edges. It's not a grapefruit spoon, but it's got like a little tiny bowl on the end of it with serrated edges for, hulling strawberries or taking that little coarse thing at the top of the tomatoes or whatever. And I have no idea where it is. I went through all three drawers here. I can't find it, so I'm using my handy little paring knife that comes from Nova Scotia. It's tiny and it's got a little curved blade so I can get it in there. I'm basically just taking the tops off of them and any bad spots. Just have them rinsed off here. These ones are jam berries, so they're not the fancy ones. Picked up a quart of the nicer ones at the grocery store. They were on sale for cheaper than a quart was at the market. But hopefully get some more. They're on at the grocery store until next Wednesday. So hopefully get more berries. Because I love strawberries. And I got ice cream today to go with it. I didn't get any shortcake because I didn't have any. All I had was angel food cake, and I really didn't want to. I was carrying the stuff home because I had my aunt drop me off after I took her car back. Well, I should have had her bring me home and taken the wagon down, but I didn't feel like walking both ways. I had 3 very full bags of groceries. There was some good deals on. I got hot dogs for us, a good deal. It was $2.84 a package. I've seen our Snyder's Red Hots for as much as like $6 a package. So when I see them on sale, I pick up a package or two. It's got some mushy spots in it. Well, that's 2 quarts down. 2 quarts down, 4 quarts to go. However, I was looking, and once upon a time, a lot of strawberries was 8 quarts, not 6. Progress for you. Everything else to keep the price the same or raise the price to make things smaller. I'm going to cut some of the strawberries, the better ones, up and have for dessert for tomorrow for Canada Day. And tomorrow is Canada's 156th birthday. So there was 6 quarts that size in there in a flat, but the flats have got smaller. Remember bigger flats when I went to the farmer's market downtown. 1 second, I'm just gonna clear this so it doesn't beep at me all the time. Whoop. Clear. Thank you. So the stuff I use, and find one that doesn't have the price tag on the front. Well, they all have a price tag on the front. Oh well. I got a good deal on them. I use, and that's not sponsored, so I use this freezer jam pectin. I've used it for years, and it's basically gives you the pectin. You put 4 cups of crushed berries or fruit or whatever in a bowl, a package of pectin, and a cup and a half of sugar. Or this one says you can use Splenda. Not, it says no, what? Don't use any other artificial sweetener, but Splenda you can use the same amount to make it. But I like it with the sugar, so I'm not changing it. If somebody wanted to make it sugar-free, they could do the Splenda, but I still find with Splenda there's a bit of an aftertaste, and I'd rather not have a bit of an aftertaste in my jam. Oops, that one's got some stuff on it too. So I get there's a variety in these. You get some, it's like as small as this, or as big as this. So I had U-Pick available too, but I just didn't have time to go out in the fields and pick strawberries. My kids and I did that 1 year, I'll say probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I think we picked, was it 6 3-quart baskets full? And we had 18 quarts of strawberries. Made lots of jam, froze lots of berries. We had a couple good feeds of strawberries off of them. So I'm hoping to get out next week and get some more. Or at least get down to the grocery store here and get some more of the local ones. No offense. We have product of the USA ones that were the plastic clamshell, like these, was $5.99, and the local Ontario ones were $4.99. But there's not a lot in there, but they're big berries, so I'll cut them down. We'll see if I can get some more of that size. Kid and a kitty going through. I'm halfway through. My strainer's almost full, but I see you, Glaceon. What do you want to go upstairs? Coast is clear. My door's closed, so you can go up. I don't care. Who's messaging me?
Jason, come on, baby. That's my baby.
Ah! Strawberries are straw in the sink here. Getting caught in my fingers. Sorry. There we go. Let's Amy up. What's up, Amy? How are you? Danny D, how are you? Danny D. She's relaxing. Sharon's baking cookies. What kind of cookies, Sharon? Not homemade. Played again, bad friend. Well, I just dropped it in our chat there. I wasn't expecting you guys to run over. Let's see. Hey, Christine, how's your day been? I'm good. How are you, Busby? It's a little hot in Texas. It's a little warm here. We're at 83. I think at one point we were at 85, and it felt like 88. I don't remember what the humidity was. but we're still getting the haze and whatever smoke from northern Ontario, northern Quebec forest fires. It was hazy on Tuesday, it was clear on Wednesday, and then got a bit hazy yesterday, and today's been hazy, but I think a lot of the humidity has a lot to do with it. But I did my running around, had my aunt drop me at the grocery store. That was kind of killer walking home with all the sort of heavy bags of groceries and the heat and the humidity and the smog. But I made it. And I'm staying in, except to take the dog out. Oh. Of course, you get itchy nose when your hands are busy and wet. Hot in Arizona as well. A little hot, Sharon, but we didn't hit the triple digits today. I think we're supposed to get up in the 90s next week sometime. We'll see. We've had forecast of some warm weather the past couple weeks off and on, and we haven't got much over 80. I think we're stuck in the 70s. Come on. A little piece of the stem on there. When I was buying local strawberries, no offense, a lot of our strawberries we get here are a product of Mexico or a product of California, and they're probably picked too soon because they don't want them to go bad, but they don't have as much flavor as the local ones, to be honest. But I still use them off and on. Not for jam. I use local ones for jam, but one more left. Halfway through, and that one's yucky. I don't like to stay in the water too long when I rinse them off because then they get really yucky. $97 in Arizona. Here's about this. Only 6% humidity in Arizona. Yeah. I don't even know what our percentage of humidity was. Will it even tell me? I'm still at 84. That's the humidity. Feels like. Yeah, it feels like 88. UV is low. Sunrise, sunset, wind, humidity 68%. Pollen count very high. Yay! It's great for allergies. Actually, I want to grab a small dish. I want to toss some of the better ones in there to cut up for dessert tomorrow to go along with what I got there. No, I haven't seen a rhubarb jam. I'm not a fan of just straight rhubarb, but strawberry rhubarb is good together. I'll have to look that up. It's one thing I miss about living at the house we had. We had 3 good-sized rhubarb plants that come back year after year after year. I kind of miss that. Holy wow, butter, my Glenn, that's a high humidity. It is. I was sweating my butt off walking back. It was basically like was it like half a kilometer, so it's less than a mile, half a mile down to the grocery store. But I think I stopped probably 8 times to readjust and put the bags down for a minute and rest. It's like, dang, I feel like an old lady. It's like, I know I'm getting up there. I don't really feel that old, but the heat, holy moly, would kick my butt. Could be also the air quality too. But having allergies and asthma doesn't help. Amy's humidity is 39. Her garden grows every year. That's one thing nice about rhubarb. You get it going, get it established. My parents had it growing in our yard for decades. There was about 4 or 5 plants, but then it got down to 3. But I don't want any straw in there, thank you. I might get lazy after I get these all clean and sit down and mash them. Half a kilometer is 3/10 of a mile. Now I did my walk the other day. Callie wouldn't settle down. But heck with that, I'm taking him out for a walk and gonna tire him out. And then I did. It's a 2-kilometer walk around the neighborhood over by where my former coworker lives. She was outside, so I got to chat with her, which was nice for a change. Don't usually see her outside. And then that night we walked down to meet my youngest from work. Leaf over there. So we walked all the way down to where the grocery store was. But that's where he works in the same plaza. So I felt it that night. It's not a lot of walking, but you got a dog that's trying to pull sometimes. You got to wrangle him around. And, little tiny bits of straw. I don't want those in the jam. Or the little bits of the leaf. Hey Danny, how you doing? Welcome in. So you're coming in on Grizz Sports. One of his many channels. That's one of all the sports stuff he does. What's going on, everybody? Danny, I got some strawberries today, so I'm going to be making freezer jam. I'm just trying to clean all these strawberries I got. Probably 6 quarts from the farm market out highway there. I used to love going there when my aunt and uncle lived out near there. Oops, that was yucky too. I don't know, when he'd have a ball game, we'd go out there early and before it changed hands, they used to have all kinds of stuff. Now it's kind of random stuff. They have apples, they have strawberries. It wasn't a big variety of vegetables, but then the vegetables are only starting to grow, so they had raspberries were starting to come on too. However, raspberries are more expensive than the strawberries. So I don't do raspberry jam. I just do strawberry jam. Damn. One. Number 4 down, 2 more to go. Let's do this one. I just got a sink of water and I put a little tiny bit of vinegar in there. Just a little bit, help keep the helps with the bacteria and that on it. Not that these are going to be around long enough to mold. Took me a while to get the ambition up to clean them and do the jam, but it's got to get done. I don't want them turning on me. I don't want fruit flies in my kitchen. I have enough issues with that off and on. Knock on wood, I don't have any right now. Yep, yummy strawberry jam, Busby. Been doing this since I was probably in my teens. My mom and I started doing freezer jam. a couple other ones, things I would like to make that require more work on the canning, but we'll see. I would like to make my mom's homemade relish. Did you cover relish? Oh, excuse me. There's another one. It's called a peach conserve or a peach marmalade. It's really good. I haven't made that for a while either. Let's see how the summer goes. Seeing today where the mobile market is going to be starting next Friday or the next street over. So if I get some good veggies from there, I'll definitely be putting the. I like to play on words with. Yeah, thanks. Come jam with me. Now, don't have any music on. We don't want to get copyrighted. I turned the air conditioner off for now because it's kind of rumbly. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Sorry about that. Where'd everybody go? Sorry, nature call. What happens when you have your hands in water? Nature calls. Sometimes you gotta go. Ah, silly straw. I don't know how many jars I'm going to get out of this, but we'll try. I think school is out. I think that's out. I think today around here. So I have to make a message my friend. See if he's off next week. He might be. He's a custodian, so they might still be doing cleaning. But see if there's a morning he can. He's out that way, so maybe he can pick up another plot of strawberries if I send him the cash, and we can do some more. He's going to come into town. I'm not sure I can't remember what days he comes into town. How's the weather been, Sharon? I got a lot of friends in Texas. Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona. All you guys down south, you're getting all the hot stuff. And, Danny's not down. Danny's not down. Danny D is not down south. I forget where she is. I'm sorry, Danny. I should know. I lose track. I apologize. I think we're supposed to get rain. Maybe. Looks like it's getting kind of clouded over. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. I just hope it just doesn't rain tomorrow for You're an hour from New York City, so Connecticut. Okay, so you're up in the Atlantic Northeast type. I was near there last October. Had a layover in New York on our flight back from Miami. It was so bloody overcast and that didn't see a darn thing. So we got the last court here. I was so bummed. We had a 2-hour layover at LaGuardia. Didn't see anything coming in until we were almost on the ground, and then it suddenly got clear, and then we're on touching the ground, and then taking off. We got up, the wing kind of dipped again, and then we're in the clouds. There was nothing to see. Didn't get to see the skyline. Didn't get to see Statue of Liberty. That's a bummer. Because I had sit and researched and looked at videos of people flying into LaGuardia and what you might see flying into LaGuardia. I think Amy goes into, yeah. Jealous, Amy. You get to see more than we saw. I'm jealous. But yeah, you got quite a time there when you play after playing gets in, or you go the, oh yeah, you come in the one day and you cruise out the next day. So cool. I would like to get to New York sometime. I've been close to New York State, just not New York City. Because when we went to Niagara Falls, we just crossed the border from the state of New York, from Buffalo. But I can still say I've been to New York, even though it was only 2 hours. Didn't see anything. I'm going to get all the berries in this colander by the looks of it. Colander, strainer. I'll show you them all when I get them. Didn't see Mount Rushmore when we went 4 years ago. I've never flown over that part of the U.S. I flew over from Toronto down to Cuba. And it was more the coastline, and then flying down to Miami and back. Otherwise, I've flown over Canada. It was cool flying over the Rocky Mountains in Alberta. Unfortunately, I didn't have the window seat. My eldest kid did. Youngest one had the window seat on the way back. I sat in the middle both times. Not driving all that way again. If I want to see the president's faces, I'll look up. Yeah, you can just Google it too. You don't even have to look at your money. Sit on your phone and go, oh, what does this president look like? What does that one look like? Get off me. Yeah, I think I'm taking these all cleaned. I'm going to take you over the table and we'll sit down and I'll mash them and do the mixing. So walking, my back is starting to bug me. I don't feel like standing any longer than I have to. I'm lazy. Had a late night last night. Had to get up early this morning. Tomorrow morning's another early morning. I say maybe it won't be. Of course, it'll be as fun. Oh. How many feels left? Had he had to have her say so in there? Somebody's going to lose a lot of the strawberry with the mushy spots, but try not to waste it all. few more. A few more. And then I'll do the ones, slice up the ones for dinner too. I'll put them in a different bowl. You know, these jam berries are just whatever. Whatever is not fancy enough to go in the other quarts. Get off the finger. Or not. So, got that full. And that's not the ones for dinner. That's just for dessert tomorrow. I'll clean up these for dessert for tomorrow. Maybe in a few minutes because I need to sit down. So we're going to move over here. Add it again. A few things around. Oh, I'm going to turn that off in a sec. That puts up done. I might be going to get my self a webcam sooner than my birthday. Okay. Left the mouse over there. I forgot to turn the light off. Sorry. Checking that. That's blinking. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. I'll be right back. Forgot something. Challenge yourselves. I'll be right back. Where'd it go? Oh, it's covered. Never mind. Looked in the wrong spot. Okay. We got the jam jars. Little funnel. Oh, we need a ladle. The sugar. The pectin. And a measuring cup. Maybe I'll use this bowl down here because it doesn't slide around. It's got a little rubber thing on it. And it's also got a spout so I can pour it into the measuring cup. Put a bunch of them in here. I'm going to use a masher to mash them. What's everybody else's favorite jams? Anything besides strawberry? Yeah, there's a lot of food trucks too. I think down around Times Square, Central Park kind of areas. Going to the World Trade Center Memorial, spend some time in New York, in Times Square, and then going to a Yankees game. That's right, I forgot to mention that. Just put them by handfuls into the bowl here. Of course, my hands. Yeah. Ugh. And grape jelly, not so much jam. Actually, my friend is just messaging me that when I was let's see if he can pick up some more. He made some Concord grape jam. I have some in the cupboard still. Ugh. You puree this, but I like to have the chunks of berries in it. I don't know if I like this masher though. I might grab my other one, see if it works better. The other one's a cheap dollar store one, and it kind of bends if you're not careful. This one, but I'm not careful, it kind of bends, so we'll see if it works better, or I'll just go back to the other one. No, this one might be a better one. Probably a bit better leverage if I was standing up, but I need a break from standing. So I'm gonna mash this up, pour it in the measuring cup, and we'll see how much more we have to mash for the first batch. I only got to I didn't get out to get strawberries at the other store or at the market last year. Only had what I bought at the grocery store, so I think I only made one batch. My son's girlfriend likes the homemade jam, and that batch was gone in no time. Lacking space here. Put those in another bowl, so I've got my measuring cup, and let's see how much this is. That's about almost 2.5 cups. Ugh. If I can get 3 batches of this, I'd be happy. But we'll see. Oh, I see a leaf in there. Come here. I don't like doing that when I go to put it in the jar. All of a sudden there's a leaf floating on top. Oopsie. Stick into the well, I should have grabbed a spatula too, but I'm not going to get up again. I need to check it out, Danny's. That's my family. I think he's nice. That's my family's favorite team. I'm not really for any team. I'm in Texas now. My mom was a Detroit Tigers fan, even though we've lived here like since I was 5. She was a Detroit Tigers fan, but she was born in Detroit. Came to Canada when she was like 3. My grandmother, my dad's mother, was a Toronto Blue Jays fan. And I laugh at both my mom and my grandmother. They'd be sitting there with if they couldn't get it on the TV, they'd be sitting there with the radio right beside them, listening to the game. Now, I've been to one Detroit Tigers game. I think it was against LA, but it was at the old Tiger Stadium. And I've been to, it was the Sky Dome back then, but now with the Rogers Center. Need a few more berries, just shy. Just about a quarter of an inch shy of the 4 cups. Put a handful in here. So I think that was the one thing that drove me crazy. I get the package of the pectin, and I look at it, and it's like, where's the instructions? There's the website down the bottom, but it doesn't say on it, for directions, go to, www.bernardin.ca. I looked it up online just to confirm how much sugar I was going to need. And I was pretty sure it was 4 cups of fruit. But you can do this with any fruit. Like you can, if I want to do peach jam or raspberry or any of those. Yeah, I need a spoon or a spatula to get that off the. Stick into the darn. We're sticking in the holes of the masher. I'm sticking in the holes there, so I'm just scraping it off there, and then I'll put it in the thing, in the bowl, or the measuring cup first, and then in the bowl. So hopefully this makes it 4 cups. Yep, 4 cups. It's like 1 berry left in there. Not thinking. Okay. Stuck in my ladle too. I don't want that in the jam. Not thinking I need something to stir it with. I grab the big bowl. Let's grab a wooden spoon. So pour the berries in there. The 4 cups of berries. I need 1.5 cups of white sugar. Guess I should take the scoop out of there. Oh, excuse me. Can I get the 1 cup in? Okay. Lower it a bit so I don't spill sugar all over the place. And I wasn't sure when I cut the sugar. I was like, maybe I better grab 2 things of sugar. I got way more than I need for sugar, but we were down, so it's a good thing. So what to get? Paul Wines put a thing on today on his. It was like, what's your favorite Kool-Aid flavor? There's a bunch of them up there. Now the ones up there, actually my favorite is the blue. It's like a blue raspberry or something. That's one thing we can't get in Canada, really. We used to be able to get the little pouches, and then we used to get the bigger pouches that already had the sugar in it. Now you might get a random, like a plastic jar of, but all a couple flavors. Was like my daughter-in-law, before they got married and before she moved to Canada, would bring over packets of Kool-Aid. I can't remember what her favorite it was, or my kid's favorite was. So now I'm going to mix this up, and I think I have to mix it for 2 minutes. I took a screenshot of that. Yeah. Crush the strawberries. Yeah, did that. Combine everything in the bowl. Stir mixture into pectin sugar mix. Stir 3 minutes and ladle into jars. Should I put a timer on for 3 minutes? That's my clock. Where's my clock? Stopwatch, timer. No, I don't want hours. 3 minutes. There we go. I think they changed the instructions a bit, because I think one time you said stir one in, like the pectin in, and then when it was stirred in, then you added the sugar in, and then stirred it. Like you stirred one for like 2 minutes, and then you stirred the other one for like 3 minutes. Yeah, my friend said that we're going to get he was going to get strawberries too, but he didn't feel like making jam yet. So maybe I'll message him when you're going to get some. If I send you the money, can you pick me up another flat? So I can make more strawberry jam, and I can freeze some whole berries. Because what, it was $28 for the flat, so 6 into 28s. Or something. Or something a quart. I paid $4.99 for that one at the grocery store. Danny loves the cherry Kool-Aid. Unfortunately, I am not big. Like, maybe if it's black cherry. Oops, there's another stem. But I am not big on anything that's like the cherry flavor. It just, to me, artificial cherry flavors in things taste to me like medicine. So, I love cherries. I love cherry Coke, that kind of stuff too. But just when it comes to just cherry flavoring, nah. I think my daughter-in-law's favorite was the grape. I don't remember from the other kids. I never thought of that the times I've been over there too to get some packets. Never looked when I was in Walmart over there. Maybe we get over another time, but I don't know how much I'm going to be going over because they're going to start construction on our bridge. We have 2 bridges side by side. One is going over to the States. The other one's for coming back. And they're closing the older one to do maintenance. July 5th, I believe, until October. So it's like, I really don't want to go through that, but might have with somebody go down the river a little ways. Down close to where my oldest lives. There. Pause. Okay. They are inland a bit, but there is a reserve right near the river, and there's a ferry that goes over from there. We used to have a ferry closer than that. But one winter, the ice cutters were going through and pushing the ice, and the ice floe damaged the dock, and nobody wanted to take responsibility for who wrecked the dock, and so it didn't get repaired. It eventually got demolished, and the ferry was taken elsewhere, which is unfortunate. So I have a little funnel. It's a big funnel for canning, and I find my ladle. I don't think I can really turn this. It's all mashed up, and you'll see it when I get it in the jar, okay? See how many jars this is going to fill. I was trying to find some more of these jars. Put that into another. Get out to the next jar. So that's to do with about a quarter of an inch from top, and that's good there. But I got these freezer jars. Where they all disappeared to. I had a couple of the lids crack in the middle in the freezer, but there's one jar down. And I looked at Walmart today. They didn't have any freezer ones. All they had was all the glass jars, and I don't want to put the glass jars in the freezer because if you're not careful, they end up getting broken. Of course, this also says it's put into 250 ml or 1 cup jars. I don't know if there's any smaller ones of these. I know there's bigger ones. And I don't know why I had those too, but I don't know what happened to those. I ran out of time to go see if I could find any at another place. So I got some Rubbermaid containers. These were stuck together. Hi, Sean S. Welcome in. I haven't seen you for a while. Well, I did see you in Beach Chat, but I haven't seen you to chat with you for a while. Sorry for the bottom of the bowl. I just want to try to get the everything in this. Looks like I'm going to get about 3 out of the first batch. Yep, and a leaf. Ah, come on. Tastes good. You might say one per minute, kind of a little bit of the next batch in there. Switch things around. I'm not using the stove right now. And I think the other 2 went for a nap. My son was up early this morning for work. I just seen another leaf or 2. There we go. Somebody didn't count how many handfuls. Hi, Roxy. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Roxy is new to my channel. You can always go check her out on her channel. She does a little bit of everything. She does some games and stuff. She does some live chatting with her. She gets some people up on panel. And what am I making? I'm making some strawberry freezer jam, Roxy. I went and got out to the market and got some jam berries today. Because jam berries were $28 for a flat. For 6 quarts. And just the regular berries were $35. So I'm like, I'll save myself $7 and just use the jam berries. It was a busy morning. Romance car to do some errands. But then I went out to this farm market to get berries, but it's about 15 minutes outside of town, so I took a little time, stopped at Walmart on my way back to see if I could get, because I got the pectin nut where I got the jam or the berries too, so I didn't have to look for that. Tried to look for some freezer jam jars. Walmart didn't have any. And I was running out of time by the time I got out of Walmart because I got distracted and picked up some other things. And then realized I didn't pick up a couple other things that I was wanting to get. It's handy having the grocery store down the road. Like it's like a 5-minute walk down the road, but it's called No Frills for a reason. They don't have the assortment and selection that like Walmart does. Or we have another one around the corner that's a little further. It's called Real Canadian Superstore. They have a bit more selection. Check the flyer for there. See if they have anything good on. I'll have to wait till later next week. Because I kind of blew my budget today for grocery shopping and stuff. Oh well. We needed food. It's holiday weekend. I invited my oldest and my daughter-in-law to come for barbecue tomorrow for Canada Day. It's Canada's 156th birthday. Our town does a lot of stuff. It's just, I don't have a vehicle anymore, so unless somebody else is going and can drive, I don't go to it. But we have usually a parade. We have a great big huge park called Canaterra Park. I've done video on Canaterra Park. It's the parade starts outside the park and then goes into the park. We used to get my kids when they were young and my nieces and nephews, and we go up and watch the parade come in, and then in the middle of the field of that park they would have all kinds of ethnic food booths. Chinese, Italian, Greek, East Indian, you name it. They'd have a huge birthday cake. You could go get a piece of birthday cake. There was different things for the kids to do. It's on Lake Huron, so there's all kinds of, you want to go down to the picnic and go down to the beach, then you could do that. And that usually went from 11 a.m. to about 4 p.m. And then it would switch and go to the other park I've done video on, Centennial Park, which is on the water. Or right on, well, supposed to can't hear. It's on the river, and they have some food booths and stuff too, and some music and entertainment, depending what you want to sit, or just hang out with your family. And then after sundown, usually about 10 o'clock at night, then would be the big fireworks display. And if anybody missed my premiere last night, that was the fireworks from probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember exactly. From my cousin's balcony, which she lived in an apartment facing the river. Now there's a huge high rise that's been built on the river, so there's not that view anymore, but they also don't live in that apartment anymore. My cousin, his working part, well, it's considered full-time because she's up in Nineveh for long stints, and then she comes home. Her husband lives across the river. Here we go. There we got 3 and 3 or 2/3 cups. Need a few more. I'm just gonna do a few berries to hopefully get enough. And what's left in the bowl for another batch. I'll be working on Canada Day, but I have Independence Day off. No idea what I'll do. Well, making the jam tonight. I could make some burger patties. I got some ground beef. I bought some of the, what was it? Macaroni, cheesy macaroni, whatever. salad. Kind of I used to get from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Used to be like a orange macaroni salad. I just feel like doing 2 salads. So I'm going to make potato salad probably later tonight or first thing in the morning. Just trying to get all these little other bits in here to make this a full. Okay. We got our 4 cups. It's sticky all over. So I'm going to do the next batch. Splatter that on my phone and the bottom of my computer. Good job, Mikey. So I need another 1.5 cups of sugar. Nice job, knocked other jars over. But my aunt's lucky. Well, the company she works for, it has to do with something to do with real estate. And it's here in Canada, and it deals something with the U.S. So she not only gets the Canadian holidays, she gets the American holidays off too, which is a pretty good deal. She doesn't have to go back to work till Wednesday. I did a little short today too, but I haven't released it. It's uploaded for Canada today. I put a 1.5 cups of sugar, another pack of the pectin. I'm gonna find my timer again. There we go. We're gonna stir this for 3 minutes to mix it up. See that? Yeah, get it on my arm right, poured it in the bowl. No, I like jam. I'm just lazy when it comes to making it, and this is the easiest way. Clean the berries or whatever fruit you got, mash it, puree it, whatever you want to do, and then mix the sugar. Or this one says you can use Splenda on the same ratio, but I don't like artificial sweeteners. I've already dealt with aspartame poisoning from Diet Coke, and I haven't had that. I haven't had aspartame in probably almost a decade now. But yeah, 4 cups of mashed pureed fruit, 1.5 cups of sugar, and a packet of the pectin, freezer jam pectin. Like I said, I use this Bernard and stuff. I think it's kind of used all along. And then you mix it up for 3 minutes. You put it in the jars. You throw it in the freezer. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's done. And then I just have to do, oops, there's a chunk of sugar there. No, that's a chunk of, fruit. It just wasn't entirely ripe, so it's a little white on the inside. I would like to get more canning done this year. I made, 1 year, not last year, year before, because I'd like red pepper jelly. And I found this recipe. It's called Christmas pepper jelly. And it's got red and green peppers. I use a little of both with the, and then it's got jalapeno in it. And then it was easy to make. I think it made like 6 or 8 jars. So good with crackers, especially if you have cream cheese and crackers. That's another one I made. Green tomato mincemeat. So if you have a whole bunch of green tomatoes, and if you like mincemeat tarts and mincemeat pie, green tomato mince meat. I only ended up making 2 jars because I had to quarter the recipe because I didn't have that many green tomatoes. But I only have 5 tomato plants this year, and 2 of them are cherry tomatoes. 2 are regular beefsteak, and 1 is a golden queen, I think it is. Okay, move things over. Without knocking things over. Put a little bit more in this one. Just a tiny bit more. Half a ladle, maybe a little bit more. Okay, that one. And maybe that was a little too much. And now I just put it down the side. Nice job. Put the lid on. So it says about 1 centimeter from the top or 1/2 inch. The lid's on tight. There's 3 full ones. Got another one. I said you can puree the berries. I mash them because I like the kind of the chunks of berry in it. A little bit more. Yep. I'm not sure how much this holds either. I should have looked. No, that's not straight. I gotta have to go home upstairs and find my labels. 4 good-sized jars of jam. The only other thing I could throw it across the room. I found at Walmart with these Rubbermaid ones, and I'm not sure how much they hold, but they're going to be good-sized jars of jam. Oh well, it's a bigger jar of jam. It takes longer to go through. Maybe. Those uphill part of that. So we're going to mash the rest of the berries, and this will be the last batch, I think. Strawberry jam was your husband's favorite. Yeah, you can use stevia as a substitute in this one. Bernard is a Canadian one or U.S. Made in Canada, but it's probably something similar in the U.S. A freezer jam, pectin. Masher. Oh, we need the masher to mash it down. But do the mash. Put the monster mash. Nope, turn the messy side away from my arm. All right, I'm going to try to do cucumber relish this summer. I found out my son's girlfriend does like relish, so I'm not big on store-bought stuff, but I liked the stuff my mom used to make, so I'll do an attempt at that. When peaches come on, hopefully get enough to do a thing of what she called peach conserve or a peach marmalade. Do that too. We have a mobile market that comes over the next street. It's for people with low income, and that's why I qualify under that at the moment. So we can go over there once a week. Comes on Friday morning, starting next week until I think October. And they give you all kinds of produce. I was getting so much last year. I was having to chop stuff up and freeze it. So if I can use some of the stuff and do some canning with it, that would be even better. I hope this isn't going to give me the 4 cups of that. Just because I chopped up and froze a bunch of stuff, and we did use it up. We used some of the peppers and onions and stuff in some sauces. But some of it was starting to get kind of freezer burnt. Wish I had never given my dehydrator away or sold it or whatever I did with it, because there's a lot of things I could do with that too. Because they usually give us a whole bunch of, every week you get a bag of like mushrooms and stuff. And one time they got ahead of us. Ended up with a whole big bag of mushrooms in the freezer. What my son made. My son will use like the scraps from vegetables and stuff and just puts them in a Ziploc bag, and then he'll make stock. He did go to school for culinary management, but it just didn't work out for him. But he learned a lot, and he loves to cook. Doesn't like to clean up. I don't blame him. I don't like clean up either, but we gotta see how much is in there. That's only 3 cups. And I don't want to use that stuff over there because I want something. So we're going to see how this works out with 3 cups. It might be a little thicker. Oh well. Right? Experiment. What the heck? Sprinkle the pectin on. I think if I look back at the instructions, it says I've been mixing the pectin and sugar together, and then, but oh well. It looks fine. So I got 1 package of pectin left, so hopefully I'll get some more berries. Put the scoop back in there when I need to get in there to. I'm great. Got strawberries on my t-shirt. Come on. 1 cup. 1/2 cup. Whoop. Scoop back in. Put the lid back on. Sugar, and it goes. Oh, so. Yeah. Got a bag of sugar. I still have half the container of sugar left. And that's the lid for that one back there. Sorry, just looking for my spoon. Find my timer. Start. Stir it for 3 minutes. That will happen. So a cup short of fruit. But I don't have any other fruit to put in there because I want enough for dessert. It's going to be strawberries and ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. Have the strawberries with. I didn't have any. I only had an angel food cake. I was hoping more for like the little individual shortcakes. And I don't feel like baking anything. I still got some potato salad to make, either tonight or tomorrow morning. That might be tomorrow morning thing. I already boiled the eggs for it. I got veggies. I just have to chop them up, and then I got to boil the potatoes. And you've seen that the one night I made ribs. I did macaroni salad and potato salad. Actually, you didn't get to see the potato salad getting made because the potatoes took too long, and I had to leave. So That will be, maybe I'll do it again. Not doing it tomorrow morning. I have to get up for something early in the morning, and I really don't think I'm going to do much more than burger patties and the potato salad. I think everything else is pretty much prepared. I think maybe in this one I'll get enough to top up that one and fill the other one. I'll put them in the freezer. I'll probably leave, if the other one is not full enough, I'll probably leave it out. Because I know if I put them all in the freezer, somebody's going to take one out anyways. Actually, no, I'll put them all in the freezer because there is some strawberry jam in there that can be used first. I keep putting my arm on this one spot. Oh, jam. "30 seconds left." Probably could have got some whipped cream to go with on top of the berries. It is what it is. I was thinking afterwards I should have got some tart shells and made some butter tarts for Canada Day, but oh well, I didn't. Let's get ambitious and make okay, quiet. Let's get ambitious and make pastry. I don't know if that will happen. Okay. Got a little spot of it on my shirt. We need this one. I need the ladle. I think that's enough for that one. We'll fill that one. So I got 4 of the smaller jars. I'm probably gonna get 2 of the bigger jars. Let's see how much. Sorry for giving it the bottom of the Maybe a tiny bit more on this one. Maybe a little tiny bit more on the other one. Maybe a little tiny bit more. There's just a smidge left in the bottom there. Nope, I don't think that's going to work on that one. I have one of these that needs a little bit more. That one. That's not spatula. Where's the spatula? Down the bottom. That's just down at the bottom of the bowl. So, from 6 quarts of berries, I've got 4 this size and 2 this size. Well, that's 6. I said shush. So yeah, I think I'll message my friend and say, can you pick me up some next week? I'll send you the money. Make some more freezer jam, bring some more berries. At least get the other two of these full. I still feel like this is not going to last very long. The sun's dropping. I was putting about ice cream and everything else. And I've got stuff all over the floor too. Nice job. We'll see. I'll do some other canning or some other jams and stuff. This is it. Empty ones of these red ones falling over. So that we got. I'm gonna label these or put them in the freezer of what they are and the year, and then I'm gonna clean up those other berries. This is sugar on them. Put them in a container for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna chill the rest of the night. So thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Come back on Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard for my live. And for all my American friends, have a happy 4th of July on Tuesday. For my Canadian friends, have a great Canada's Day tomorrow. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Love you all. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.